Project success ultimately relies on the vision, energy, and organizational skills of its leaders and staff, particularly project managers, who must interact with a vast array of individuals to keep things running smoothly. This demands a solid understanding of organizations and their structure, work assignments and scheduling, psychology and human motivation theories, and facilitating high levels of performance. They must be savvy regarding interpersonal and political dynamics operating around them, as well as the psychological undercurrent which affects those dynamics. How do project managers use leadership skills and an awareness of human behaviors to get the best work out of their staff or solve problems? Motivational theories encompass many different domains but primarily relate to internal and external forces that catalyze actions, also known as intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Theories are useful for identifying root inclinations and managerial options for achieving a specific result. For example, some people may respond best to authority figures, penalties, getting to work on favorite types of assignments, opportunities for promotions or raises, educational advancement, or friendships. A far less subtle type of influence is that of power. Power has a stronger impact and is more direct than using motivation, but it must be applied appropriately to circumvent inadvertent repercussions. Depending on the situation, a project manager could choose a power tactic that has positive connotations, such as leading from the front, leading by enticement, or leading with charisma. Leading from the front relates to coming across as an expert, often due to experience in a particular field, credibility, confidence, decisive action, and an awareness and consideration of team members. Leading by enticement is incentive-based and fast-acting, using rewards such as recognition, achievement, challenge, and financial or material carrots. Project managers can use this to improve morale and performance, but it doesn't work the same way for all individuals and should be employed sparingly for greatest effect. Charismatic leadership or referent power is based on personal magnetism, respect, admiration, and instilling motivation through words and ideas. A project manager who can establish an atmosphere of connection among themselves and the staff can coax and persuade everyone to greater success. Other power strategies could be negative in their methods, like the use of threats or a position of authority to force change to occur. Legitimate power, or leading by stature, enables managers to dictate demands for altering behavior and meeting deadlines. While this could be incorporated for effect, it alienates the manager from the staff and is often associated with project failures, as it is a default tactic that is frequently used by inexperienced and/or incompetent managers. Leading by threat and coercion is also a difficult power style to use appropriately, relying on fear of discipline and punishment to negatively motivate workers to change unacceptable behaviors. Like legitimate power, it could easily backfire. Every team has the potential for conflicts and inefficiency, often due to personal issues that adversely affect team interactions and performance. There are 5 identifiable dysfunctional behaviors that should be addressed as soon as possible. Absence of trust, the reluctance or inability to trust oneself or others, fear of conflict, aversion to situations that call for constructive criticism, lack of commitment, not pledging to fulfill tasks, avoidance of accountability, shrinking responsibility, and an inattention to team results, the need of self-satisfaction. Project managers can address these dysfunctions by identifying behaviors and their root issues, devising appropriate strategies to clear the air and productively move forward, and through vigilantly monitoring and maintaining proper communications. The Center for Corporate Health provides an informative document consisting of examples and suggestions for recognizing and tackling conflicts and dysfunctions, as well as rejuvenating teams. Some of their suggestions include a positive psychology approach that enables the team to reach an agreement as to the common values and acceptable behaviors that must be maintained in order to achieve their goals. Project managers have a variety of options available when looking for ways to actively support the performance of workers. Planning, organizing, and tracking are crucial to starting off on the right foot and should be followed up by diligent observation and interaction with staff throughout the life cycle of the project. From the very beginning of the project, it is important to thoroughly develop the project's human resources plan, such as its reporting structure and work assignments. Project managers create project organizational charts to establish the reporting structure of staff, organizational breakdown structures to show who is responsible for which tasks, responsibility assignment matrices to map the tasks of the WBS items to individuals or groups, RACI charts to show responsibility and communication hierarchies, and resource histograms to visually present resource availability. These documents can reveal when work has not been adequately identified or has been scheduled in such a way that resources have been over-allocated, which could potentially derail a project's completion time. Project managers use resource loading and resource leveling to adjust work assignments in order to optimize conditions and performance. Project managers also have the option to use software specifically designed to aid teams in collaboration and scheduling. Products such as Google Docs, Basecamp, Central Desktop, Zoho, Dream Team for Salesforce, and many others provide central locations for planning projects, tracking time, managing tasks, sharing and collaborating on documents, calendars, and contact lists, and managing issues or bugs. Getting team members plugged in improves personal investment and encourages communication and awareness of timelines. Looking to the future, project managers should pay attention to the changing trends in project management practices and how to augment them with cutting-edge theories in psychology and human resources management. Many organizations and entities provide informative materials created specifically for project managers. For instance, PM Solutions is a business firm that monitors challenges and solutions that are currently applicable in the project management sector. Among their publications are annual reports reflecting suggested best practices among broad-spectrum companies' project management offices, articles on how to be a good manager, and books such as Optimizing Human Capital with Strategic Project Office. The Project Management Institute is also an invaluable, comprehensive resource for up-to-date information on best practices, not to mention local chapters of PMI members, books specifically addressing human resources problems, such as Results Without Authority, and numerous conferences, forums, and panels. Project managers who utilize appropriate human resource management concepts and strategies have more tools at their disposal for completing projects successfully than those who leave the project staff to their own devices. In addition to keeping the project organized and running according to plan, proper application of management principles will improve the perception of their authority so that the team potentially holds them in higher regard as a leader. Additionally, project team members will benefit from modifications to their work methods and environment should the project manager see an opportunity to optimize procedures and staff interactions. While the successful completion of a project is considerably objective, a wise manager will draw on a variety of techniques and knowledge areas related to human resource management to achieve success with as much ease, camaraderie, and technical proficiency as possible.